What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone. We won. We won a game in Serie A, 1-0. No, that's a lie. 2-1 against a team we should beat in Monza, who are potentially even worse than Venezia. But we made them look better. We made them look like a decent team in Serie A, which they're not. But we managed to do that as well. Now, the positive thing is we won. We finally won a game in Serie A. It feels, I don't know, forever at this point. It feels like it never happened. It feels like it's the first time. So that's a positive thing. Other than that, not good. Poor, really poor. Um, Actually unacceptable. At one point, I need to look at Mota. I need to like. I pointed out certain things I didn't like what Mota was doing, but now he's doing rinse and repeat, which is weird. Like it's just weird what he's trying to do. Like it's I don't get it. I don't get it. But before we get into that, as always, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification as well. But we won the game, but we were never in control of that game. That second half was was so poor on a technical level, on intensity, on like the fitness level, the positioning. Like every time Monza had the ball, it felt like something was gonna happen, which is not normal when you're playing that last team in Serie A. It's not normal that they look dangerous every time they pick up the ball. That's weird. That's weird. Now, I don't know what happened between Monza and Cagliari. Because against Cagliari, he made changes. Obviously, McKennie, Danilo's out. McKennie plays again in that position. Fine. He plays a two-man pivot, with Colt Miners and Locatelli. Fine. Why switch Yildiz? Why do that? I don't get that. You know, Vlahovic, we can hate on his first touch and so on. It's hard when you have two wingers who love to come in, cut inside, and take a shot. Or be predictable in that regard, basically. Not that they're not good players, but be predictable. It's tough for a striker to make a run consistently when everybody knows what's going to happen. We didn't have that against Cagliari. When Yildiz was playing down the middle, we became unpredictable. It became much easier for Vlahovic to play as well. Right now, it's very one-dimensional. So I'm not sure what happened in Mota's mind to switch that because it's not really working. Like we've seen better options. We have seen better options, and that was not it today. It was not it today. Defensively, that was poor. like I said, positioning like Kalulu had a disaster game. I'm sorry, that first goal is unacceptable. The way you can see that, the way how many times did he lost the ball? Just gave it away. Didn't pick up the runner. Like he had a horrible game. Gatti is terrible playing out from the back. That doesn't help as well. That's two. Three as well is the space we left behind. I said it against Cagliari. We need to improve in that. If you want to play those lineups, that's fine, but you need to improve on the spacing. And in that first half, especially, that spacing was completely off. It was very easy for Monza to play between the lines. It was easy for Cagliari. It was easy for Monza. It's gonna be schoolboy for Fiorentina. They will hurt you. If you leave that much space between the lines, they will kill you off. But even then, it's unacceptable. You're playing a very poor side and you cannot dominate. You just can't. At one point in the second half, it felt like these players came back from a marathon and they start playing the game. They were dead. They were always 2, 3, 4 seconds late on the second ball. They were not even close to the Monza players. It was technically it was a very poor game as well. Conceição, I like him, but I've said it maybe 3, 4 weeks ago. You need to pick up your head because Chiesa didn't do that, and at one point everybody was kind of killing Chiesa, and now the same thing is happening. Conceição is not picking up his head. He wants to force it, and he wants to force it on his left foot, which makes it extremely predictable, which makes Vlahovic pointless up there as well. He needs to pick up his head, Conceição. You have teammates for a reason. He was horrible, like because he was doing it or he was trying to do it all on his own, and that's not the way to go. Not for us, not for him as well. So he was horrible as well. I thought just in general we had no control of that game, and that's really really depressing. That's really worrying. I'm not sure why that mindset is. You know, the goals we score were not quality goals, like corners, and I don't know what the hell was Monza was doing the second one. We don't create clear cut chances again. You know, and I've said it many times. We're not gonna do that if we play with Yildiz and Conceição, and forcing them to do the same thing over and over again. We're not gonna um, create a lot of chances. It's just not gonna happen. Like I can write you that down right now. He's gonna need to make changes, and he's gonna need to commit on to that, and we're gonna need to improve um, on the ball as well, you know, and off the ball as well. Because we're gonna leave space if we play a different formation and we try to play more attacking. You need to pick that up, you know, because against Cagliari we created enough, but we play differently. We don't do that right now, and you get that, you know. On top of that, technically extremely poor. And that second half, on a technical level, and when I talk about a technical level, I'm just talking about making a very easy 5 meter pass where you can play a player, a teammate, wide open, and you have something, you know, to go with. We couldn't even manage to do that. And that is extremely worrying. You know, that's extremely worrying. You know, we talk about we need defenders, and we need defenders, you know, because that's not good enough, and we know that. But individually, players need to improve, you know, because I've seen mistakes, even like last season, where things I'm like, that's not really coaching, that's you just not being able to make a clear cut, easy, simple pass. And it's all mistakes, and one mistake, two mistakes, and at the end of the game, you're like, man, it's mistake on mistake, and you're struggling against Monza. Now, I don't know what this result will do. We will play a better game against Fiorentina. We will, because it's a better opponent, and we will be more ready for that game. But against these small teams, I don't know what it is with this team. The moment we go up, it's bad. When we go up, down, when we concede, when we go up, it's bad. And then we go up again, 2-1. I'm like, okay, second half we come out and we start playing again, but we don't play, you know. And individually, I like it was a bad game basically from everyone, individually. At the end of the game, they pop up like vote for your man of the match. I'm like, is there a man of the match? It wasn't. It was really a poor game. Like that second half was extremely poor as well. So I don't know. Just we take the 3 points because we need the 3 points in the league, but there's nothing really like tangible we can say. Okay, we can build on this because I've not seen anything to suggest we're building on that Cagliari result. Actually, from that Cagliari performance, we went back to just previous steps. Like it's just the same thing. Only difference is, excuse me, this time we managed to get the win over the line. That's it. But let me know what you think, excuse me, in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back tomorrow twice.